The DC Universe has been announcing multiple movies, shows, and games, and I decided to share my thoughts on some of the up-and-coming titles. This includes the new Batman film featuring Robert Pattinson, Peacemaker and his very own spin-off series, and finally, the new Batman game, Gotham Knights. I am Luke Kratzer, and this is The Luke Kratzer Show. Over the past week, DC has been putting out a lot of new information, especially regarding films in the work, such as Shazam 2, Black Adam, and there's even a Flash movie that is now in production. However, those will have to wait for another day. Today, I'm going to be talking about the latest Batman film coming out soon, The Batman.
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
What's black and blue and dead all over? You. Dick.
I got you! I got you!
So there's definitely a lot to unpack from this trailer. So far, we know this Batman movie will be more intense than the ones in the past. Heck, I'm even willing to bet that this movie will give The Dark Knight a run for its money with the level of intensity this teaser showcases. Along with looking pretty intense, we also get a look at a new, unique story concept. From what my research shows, this is a story where a Batman, played by Robert Pattinson, has only been Batman for roughly a year, and is still trying to learn how to be the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one they need. I also found out that this film will try to focus more on Batman's detective skills as he's trying to track down the Riddler. So, we will likely see more Bruce Wayne outside the Batsuit in this version, which should be interesting. I have to admit, I'm really looking forward to this movie, even though I'm not a current fan of Robert Pattinson. Let's just say I was no fan of the dramatic Vampire Teen collection. But I can see that this movie has the potential to showcase him in a different light. If any of you guys ever got a chance to watch The Suicide Squad, not the first one, the better one, then you surely remember one of the most iconic heroes featured in the film, Peacemaker.
Non-lethal. You lose.
Exploding compression bullets.
No one likes to show off.
Unless what they're showing off is dope as fuck.
Now, if you're not a Peacemaker fan, then I recommend you skip ahead. But if you are a fan of the great patriotic psychopath, then you're going to get a real kick out of this. Because Peacemaker is now getting his own spin-off series.
There's something about him that's sad.
Hey, Dad.
I didn't mind Sparta going to a Nancy boy like you.
You know, lately I'm just thinking maniac.
No! That's because we're born killers. What separates us from other killers is we only kill bad people. Usually. Unless there's a mistake.
Now, since you might have missed it, the director of the show, James Gunn, has already said that Peacemaker was already getting his own show. So, this isn't really big news, but if you're someone who hasn't heard yet, well, you have now. I actually am looking forward to the series, however, there is something that I'm a little confused about. From what it looks like, the show is trying to show more Peacemaker's good side, and give us a reason to sympathize with him as a character. However, I don't really know how they're going to be able to do that in the show unless they decide to downplay his character a bit. you guys gotta remember, Peacemaker was not at all a good guy in the Suicide Squad. I mean, he killed Rick Flat for crying out loud. Not to mention, he's still a total psychopath. But, I don't know. Maybe the trailer was only showing me a fraction of what's really happening. Either way, I still plan on watching the show regardless. Now, I probably told you guys this before, but I'm not really a big gamer. And the only games I ever spend time playing are generally related to the MCU. I've always been a Marvel fan and always looked forward to the new content. With that said, there are times when DC puts out something new that grabs my attention and hooks me in immediately. Which brings me to our last segment. If you are a DC fan, you might have already seen or heard about this, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because some of my viewers are uncultured swine. JK, I don't mean that, but I'm still going to talk about it. So, this is the latest Batman video game, and it features several of Batman's various sidekicks, such as Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, and of course, Robin. If you don't know any of these characters, then I can't help you. Anyways, in this game, everything is the same as in previous Batman game setups. However, one thing is very different. Batman is dead.
Batman, Jim Gordon, they thought they had a handle on this city. They never did. You don't stand a chance. Because they're always watching, always listening, pulling everybody's strings. Mine, yours. If you really want to go down this rabbit hole, you need to know there's no coming back from it.
So this game already looks amazing. I don't think we've ever done this before with any of Batman's sidekicks, so I gotta give this game a lot of respect for the originality. I do have some questions, however, about how they plan on switching the characters. I mean, is it gonna switch as the story moves along, or will we be able to switch manually? Either way, I'm still hyped up for this game. I will admit, though, I'm not a big fan of Red Hood's design. I don't hate it, but let's face it, guys, it looks like a cheap knockoff hoodie version of Deadpool. Just putting it out there. Other than that, I only have good things to say about this game so far. I only hope when it comes out, it can live up to the expectations I have for it. Well guys, that's our show for today. If you enjoy my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to click the little bell icon, that way you won't miss any of my new content. Anyway, let me know in the comments below which was your favorite DC update. Are you guys a gamer? Are you guys a movie fan? Or are we just a big fan of Peacemaker? I don't know. Either way, let me know in the comments below which you are a fan of the most, and I will get back to you next week. I'm Luke Kratzer, and thank you for joining me on the Luke Kratzer Show. Peace out, guys.